sounds different, it's because it actually does. That's the version for Deadpool and Wolverine. That's a soundtrack to a Marvel movie, one of the biggest that came out, was it last year? Yes, I believe so. Okay, we're back to having important conversations. And well, one of the biggest headlines in the country right now is a coalition under the ADC, African Democratic Congress. That seems to be the most popular party at this time because some heavyweights, Atiku, Amaechi, Obi, El-Rufai, found their way to that party. They formed an alliance and they are looking to unseat the president and remove the APC from the villa under this party. And in the last couple of days, people have been learning about the ADC. What are they about? When were they established? How strong has this party been? But sometimes it doesn't really matter. It's just about who is flying the flag of the party. But at this time, multiple reports state that the ADC is facing power struggles amid a presidential ticket zoning politics. Now, barely 24 hours after unveiling the newly formed African Democratic Congress coalition, attention has quickly shifted from the spirit of unity to individual ambitions. Meanwhile, the opposition platform's primary objective is to challenge President Bola Tinubu in 2027. The coalition, introduced as a viable alternative to the APC, includes prominent political figures as Atiku, El-Rufai, Obi, and Amaechi, and of course, former Senate President David Mark. So the big question as we dive deeper into this conversation is who gets the ticket? Because that's the most important. Some of these characters have said on different platforms that they want to be president. They have not hidden it. They were not subtle about it. They've been very clear. But right here in Rivers, it's important to note that we have a state chairman of the party. He is Engineer Egbagiri Ode Lawrence. He's a state chairman of the ADC, and he is the IPAC State Organizing Secretary, Rivers State Chapter. Good day, Engineer Egbagiri. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Now,
Thank you.
did the selection of your party, the ADC, as the coalition party, come as a surprise?
No, sir. It didn't come as a surprise to us because for the past 18 months we've been working on it and it has come to stay.
Okay. But the idea was that a party named ADA, was going to be the party. And we heard, according to INEC, that another party had the same acronym. And that's how, the gladiators found themselves in the ADC. So how is it that they were working on this for 18 months and ADA was the name that was flaunted in the media?
Okay. That was done, in politics we have what we call mind game.
Okay.
That was done as a way just to confuse the public because but the sole aim was to what? Adopt ADC as a national opposition coalition platform. And that was done that period as to convince those that are trying to infiltrate the system.
Okay.
And before you knew, ADC was adopted the same week. And we all know that IMEC is in the pockets of the federal government, and as it stands, they will not register any party in Nigeria today.
Well, they have over 100. Yeah, go ahead.
And before the ADC was adopted, they've checked that various parties, their ideologies and constitution of the party, but ADC stand tall amongst us because we believe in inclusivity.
Okay.
We also believe in equity, equality of all men and women. We are also committed to the well-being and welfare of all Nigerians.
Okay. Now, Engineer, I want to believe that what you've railed out are some of the ideologies of the party, and I'm glad you brought this up. So what does ADC have particularly that sets it apart from others? Because I know that these things you've mentioned, some other political parties have also claimed, we believe in well-being, we believe in equity, we believe in equal representation. What did you have that other parties did not have? What do you bring to the table that sets you apart from party A, B, and C?
Okay. Number one, we are a tribalized party, irrespective of your religion, ethnicity, and all that.
Okay.
Number two, we believe in leadership accountability. And we are transparent in all of our dealings, and that has kept us all these years. I can assure you of that.
When was the ADC established?
It was established in 10th January 2026.
What?
10th of January 2006.
2006. Okay. I thought I heard 2026. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it will be 20 years next year.
10th of January. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
we have been on ground all this year.
Yes.
Working towards this day, and it has happened. And the sole aim is to rescue the country for the mission that we are in. The country is, I would say the country is bleeding. But I'm assuring you that ADC comes 2027 to take over the governance of this country.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Now, we also know that there have been a bit of a crisis within the party because the introduction of these high-profile figures, Atiku, Obi, El-Rufai, and David Mark, has brought about some disruption, particularly as Mark was made the chairman of the party. Please tell us about that.
ABC is one to do. We don't have those that are trying to raise issues are being sponsored by the opposition parties and to create issues.
Already?
But internally, ABC does not have issues at all.
Engineer Lawrence, sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you. The opposition is already sponsoring now.
Yes, they're everywhere. As you can see, the other parties, they are having problems everywhere. They don't want parties to survive in Nigeria. But ABC has gone beyond that stage.
Okay. Now, different news platforms report that the ADC had to amend its constitution to allow for these high-profile figures to come in. What's your view on this?
Yes, that was done in the month of March. We had a next meeting, and some sections of the constitution was amended to allow the incoming members. That has happened today, and it has come to stay.
Okay.
So whether saying anything contrary is a dreaming.
So what were those sections that were amended? What were the initial provisions and what was the amendment to allow for this to happen?
Okay, we had a clause that said for you to come in and hold the positions, you must be a party member for 2 years.
Okay.
That was amended as well. And also in terms of waiver for newcoming or for incoming members was also amended too.
Okay.
We also amended the section that talks about zoning and rotation. So allow, for example, if you are from the north and there's a vacancy, someone can come from the south and replace you without issues. But before now, it wasn't like that.
Okay.
So those sections was amended, and another way you are seeing a tsunami today into the party. And as we speak, in our office in Port today, people are trooping in registry at the party office at Rukmoko as I speak.
Okay. Excited to hear that. We have a break coming up now. After that break, we'll be talking about, the coalition and who should get the presidential ticket. Please stay with us.
Thank you.
IPAC is still hard facts. 2.39. Sam Coach. We're talking about the African Democratic Congress that has been adopted as the choice, the coalition to power from ruling party. And reports state that there are past struggles. This is amid the presidential ticket zoning. My guest is still with me. He is the state engineer, Egbagiri Lawrence, the state of the ADC, the IPAC organizing secretary. State Engineer Lawrence, once again. It's my pleasure. Now, you've given us information. Are there, from your party members, those who have been there for a long time, that the new entrants, these people who just came, might jack the party? Have you thought about that? Has that been discussed? Is there any concern about that?
I can assure you that the new entrants are not coming to jack the party. That is not going to be possible because the agreement that we have is to come together and build the party and make it credible for all Nigerians to use as a national coalition platform. So nobody is coming to adjust ADC, now in Rivers State, now in Nigeria.
Yeah, but engineer, you have to consider history and character. All of the figures, the political figures, they are all known for defecting. Atiku, Obi, Amaechi, El-Rufai. They have been at least in a minimum of at least two parties. So do you think that's going to change because now they are under your umbrella?
ADC today has become the last bus stop for the class. Before they came in, they were in their various parties. And you can see those parties are almost dying. And since they can't remain there, they are for Senate. Amaechi is now the leader of the party. We also have everything. We also have the Atiku, we have Atiku, and all ministers that was part of our administration, the coalition movement, today.
Okay. All right. Coming up shortly, I'll ask you about the presidential ticket, but would like to be a part of this conversation. What's your take? Figures up short the APC and where you think the coalition should go? This is Atiku and Amaechi have clearly stated their potential ambition. He has not said anything, but well, we all know that he's gunning for that position. But Obi and Amaechi have made statements about their desires to run for office. They both also claim that they will run for just one term. And if you have any questions for the chairman, you're very free to ask. The numbers to call are 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp is 080 903 06 416. We're live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Nigeria Info PH. You can watch, listen, and engage. Please turn off your radio as you call. Greetings, Oracle. The question of who flies the presidential flag or whatever coalition that sees the light of day is obvious. The unwritten zoning formula favors him. The ethnic geographical spread in the zone favors him. Charisma favors him. Above all, character, competence, and incorruptible favors him. He is the new light of the area with mentioning everyone knows it's brilliant. He win. That's from Godwin, from Chenda, and he sends that via WhatsApp. Akanto from Bori. Hello, Akanto. Good evening.
My own friend, how are you doing this evening?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm great. Happy raining day to you over there.
Okay, I wish you the same. Please hold on. Hold on, Akanto. Hold on. Sorry. Chairman Lawrence, can you hear the caller?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm online. I can hear you.
Please go ahead, Akanto.
Okay, thank you very much, my friend. See, a consistency matter a lot, and I want to commend the chairman of ADC in the state. Therefore, away from left, from center, is still in a party that yesterday no person know that will be better the lot or no need for that will be anticipated to do something for Nigeria. So I have to commend the chairman of staying still in a party that probably Nigeria are coming into now to see their fortune. See, let me say it clearly, Oracle, my friend. APC was built on the foundation of coalition. And whatever they measure for you, whatever, if they give you something, if our ancestor give you something, ancestor will also take it from you. So these prominent people, maybe in their own closed door meeting, they have reached out who should take this slot for one tenure. You know that the other side of APC and alignment of our own Minister of Federal Cabinet, they are very vigilant people. is why they came with Ada. They don't want to defeat them. They don't know. They know that this men don't know that Ada existed. They are aware. That is why you see the venue of the inauguration of their party. They fix the hotel, and later they went to another place. They are dealing with somebody that are very people that they are no out in politics. So for me, maybe with their closed door meeting, they have had somebody they want to give to that president and come back. But let me say it loud and clear that Nigeria or people should better. If he should do the better thing for Nigeria, so that Nigeria can return him. If he should do any better thing to any person in Nigeria, most majority of the Nigerians, them agree. All right. So they have a talk in 2020. A few years back, and PDP. And I'm telling you today now, people should expect that there will be a kind of tsunami.
All right. Thank you, Kanto. Unfortunately, you started breaking towards the end. Logoman from HA, please go ahead.
Yeah, Samuel Kotinedu.
Good evening.
Greetings to you. In the chair.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, spoken very well. I want to also offer Nigerians sit with this APC, where the purpose of APC we make APC is today. But the way and the manner the country is being run by Tinubu, we, the APC, we are wanted. See, there is need for you to move from another party to another. Because when the ideology, while you are there, people...
Hello? Oh my. I'm hoping the rain is not affecting the quality of the calls. Braid from OGRE. Hello, Braid. Good evening. Okay. All right, I will take more calls shortly. Sam, help me ask the chairman. Hope we will not see court cases flying up and down as regards who is real and apparent heads of the party. I don't want to hear opposition sponsorship of crisis. Asetico A is asking. Well, Engineer Lawrence, that question is for you.
I'm applying there are no court cases because we have gone through that process and we are back. So before the party was chosen as a national coalition platform, all those parameters have been considered before we are here today.
Okay.
So that will not come into play.
All right. Amending the Constitution because of some class of people show that they lack ideology. The suspicion of a mole sponsored by APC is also a sign of weakness before the election. Instead of them telling Nigerians what they have to offer, they're moving from different media houses to castigate the president, which means they're just a committee of frustrated friends. Joe says on WhatsApp, please ask your guest. He should let us know the options available for new entrants. Looking forward to joining the ADC in the state and local government level. Thank you. That's from Minima, Terminal Prayer. So I'm guessing Minima wants to join the ranks of the ADC. What is required to become a member?
Okay. The requirements are very simple. Locate your ward of registration as where you are from and LG, and you meet your ward chairman and get registered. As you get registered, you get your party card and you become a bona fide party member, because without being registered, you remain a party supporter. So that's the requirement.
Okay, so registration, go to your ward. Good afternoon, Sam. Whatever coalition that is formed, if Peter Obi is not their presidential candidate, all the obedience will vote for Tinubu and let the hunger continue. Pastor Smart from Port Hackett says. Bright calls from Rumo Dumaya. Hello, Bright. Okay, I've lost that call. Chima from Rumo Kuta. Hello, Chima.
Hello, Mr. Oracle.
Good evening.
First of all, this isn't a coalition. I want to say it's a coalition of people, because if it's what we are thinking or anticipating, it's supposed to be the seeking down of parties or joining of different political parties. ADC has been a party, and I want to tell your guests that let you know there's an instruction that is come from a national that he is now the chairman of the ADC, that he should be get ready to hand over to the like of Rotimi Amaechi's own APC that will be moving over, which is the Emeka Beke, coming as a tsunami. Let him know that Trump is going to face. Then meanwhile, from what we're saying, who is going to be the president candidate, Mr. Oracle, you can understand that these three, what what will I say? The political, I don't know, for I will offend you. The likes of Atiku, P2B, Amaechi, all have one ambition. And P2B has brought one brain by writing that he wants one tenor. Amaechi has followed. And now the issue is that now, Amaechi has burst of war to be a registered member of ADC. P2B isn't. So to me, I am not seeing some group of persons that I want to say they are political mischief. Because ordinarily, the treasure or the economy of Nigeria has been handed over to them in one way or the other. If you talk about the of P2B, 8 years in Anambra State will not see anything we do. He was not saving money. And let me ask one question about P2B. His primary business is banking. P2B and me and you, Mr. Oracle, know the artificial tax in the bank tax source. If not, has P2B spoken against that in any day? That's why is the bank taxing us like this? We're touching our money unnecessarily. It hasn't. That will make us understand that this group of persons don't have anything reasonable for Nigeria except to come and have to clap on the treasury of Nigeria, which is not going to happen. We will resist them.
Okay.
All amount of seriousness.
Thank you, Chima. All right, Simon calls from Port Harcourt. I've lost a call. Call back if you can, Simon. The so-called coalition under ADC is nothing more than a gathering of recycled politicians desperate to remain relevant. These are the same faces who held power, squandered opportunities, and helped destroy the country, now pretending to be reformers. Their move to ADC is not ideological, it is opportunistic. No manifesto, no fresh vision, no youth inclusion, just old ambitions in new clothing. They lack the moral right to criticize the rot they helped create. This is not a coalition for progress. It's a coalition for political refugees seeking power without purpose. Nigerians are not fooled. We've seen the movie before. Okay. And very quickly, ask your guest what are the core manifesto of the party. Okay, he'll get to answer that even though I've asked about the ideology. Good evening, Sam. Please ask your guest, will he pave way for the chairmanship of the party if he's asked to? Will he support Atiku if he happened to be the flag bearer? 3. Please ask him if ADC can win Tinubu come 2027. Valentine from Abonema. But Valentine, he has already answered the third one. He said that ADC is here to win. Will he pave way for chairmanship? Okay, I'll ask him that question. Will he support Atiku if he happens to be the flag bearer? He's also going to answer that because we would ask him the presidential ticket question shortly. Good afternoon. If the chairman is telling us that the coalition parties will not take of the ADC, why will they make David Mark to be the party chairman? Is there any person in the ADC capable of holding that position? Why will they make David a party chairman? Kuchi Yapchi from GRA. All right, Gospar calls from Eche. Hello, Gospar. Good evening.
Hello. Good day.
Good evening.
I want to ask the chairman some questions.
Okay.
Yes. This ADC has been in existence since, I think he said it has been in existence since 2006.
2006, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Have they held chairmanship, House Assembly, House of Rep, or Senator since the inception?
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, I got the question. All right. Engineer Lawrence, he's asking if the party has won any positions at all, chairmanship, House of Reps. Have there been any victories for the party at any level since its creation?
Yes, we have last elections. We have two House of Rep, two House of Assembly members in Oyo State.
Okay.
And in Kogi as well, we have two House of Rep members that are in the chambers today.
Okay.
As we speak.
Okay.
So we are being on ground. Yeah.
Lugaman from HA. Good evening.
Yes, I call back. Lugaman.
All right.
Yes, you see that the progression of this party is for Nigerians. And the 2027 election is between Nigerian and APC. Because what we are passing through today, the suffer that the APC have brought to us in this country, doesn't mean that is fine. And the members of APC, but want to make a change from 2027. You see, the issue of someone leaving his own party to another party is to show you that maybe sometimes God why they are in the party. Maybe so that the president is not doing what the matches want. Then if they have advised the president and the president refused, then what is the need? The police to better lead the party and join a party that will meet the yearnings and the aspirations of Nigerians. So that is exactly where we are. And we are appealing to Nigerians to please support this party so that we can rescue the country. Look at the calibers of men. You know his track record as former governor. I know him too as a minister. He performed very, very well. Atiku himself is yearning for power, and he wants to change in this country. Now, I'm actually talking about first tenure. Yes, because it's turn of South. Let us complete our tenure for 8 years. South is North, and now take over.
Okay.
For me, Amaechi is capable, and Obi too is capable. Both of them will fight it out. A better candidate will emerge, and Nigerians will vote for them.
All right. Thank you, Logoman. And JJ from Rumigbo. Hello, JJ.
Sir, good evening. And let me greet your guest.
Good evening.
You remember one guy they called Doyin Okugbe? May still rest in peace right now, right?
Yeah.
Doyin was like the ancient man in the had become a weapon action against the APC at the time of formation. Doyin even take everything within himself. He said, if the APC can last 1 month, call me this. If they can get a presidential candidate, call me that. And all those Nigerians still remember. And the APC came like a wildfire and swept everywhere. The same thing is that meanwhile on the PDP side they were like, oh, they cannot do this. Now ADC has come. The same people who strategically took on the PDP then, they are now the ones waking up. Meanwhile, more than 60% of those who performed the magic in 2015 are now gathering to make sure that what they do how to do best. People are still laughing. You see, let me tell you something, Sam. Our people say something that if a man that have well in his armpit is not complaining, it's not those that sees it that will say they cannot sleep. They have their own strategy. You have big weight there. People said the APC then cannot get a presidential candidate. Their own was the coolest at the end of the day. So for me, I think I would just say time shall tell. But I have an advice for the president. You still have 2 more years. Start to do things right. It's not the same thing where they don't flog the first wife. They're not the more.
Okay.
They don't flog the second one.
Thank you, JJ.
I want to take a bow.
No, I have no questions. Thank you very much. Okay, Ajay Lawrence, I'm certain that you've heard as many people as called. We have more messages on different platforms as well. But we're running out of time. So, at this time, we know that Atiku, Obi, and Amaechi have presidential ambitions. They are all members of the coalition. How is the ADC going to play this out?
Thank you. As we speak, Amaechi and Obi have made their intentions known to the public.
Yeah.
But Atiku had not said anything. But as a party, today, we are not bothered about that. All we are determined to do is to build the party and make it credible for all Nigerians to come in and work towards 2027. By next year, we're going to have a convention that will midwife our candidates. And at that point, we can now know who will be the president, and the candidate that will run the ticket of the party. So for now, we are not bothered about who will become. Thank you.
Okay, so whoever emerges from that convention, the party is going to support fully.
That's it. That is the agreement, exactly.
Okay, somebody was asking about the structure in the southern part and particularly your position of chairmanship. We know that this region has been, I wouldn't say has been handed to Amaechi, but he would be the person overseeing the politics of the South with the ADC. If that affects your position as chairman or that kind of, leads to some readjustment, would you be okay with that?
I've been a party man for the past 10 years. I moved from being a party member to an LGA chairman. I became a party secretary, became a deputy chairman, so I became a state chairman today. But I can tell you for free, every party in the state and the LGA ward are all the foundations of the party, which are the grassroots. So we are going to have our congress in due course. So at that point, whoever that wins become the chairman, secretary, and what have you. But for now, I remain the state chairman of the party. The congress is carried out. Thank you.
Okay. Finally, what message would you like to leave with Nigerians as regards what you have in store, what is coming? What should we know?
Okay, the party is ready to deliver sound education to all Nigerians, basic health care as well, and also maximum food production for all Nigerians. My message is I'm calling all Nigerians to troop in and register with the party, because the LDC has come to be the only alternative that we have, and we are determined to take over governance of this state and Nigeria at large come 2027. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Engineer Egbagiri Ode Lawrence, the State Chairman of the ADC. Have yourself a wonderful day, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. Okay. So we've heard from the ADC. They are locked and loaded. They say they are ready to do the business of politics and the capture of power. Well, time will tell. Yes, indeed, time will tell. I can only take messages because I'm close to the end of this conversation. Tony says, in 2015, when Jonathan was going for second term, the Tinubu and the APC bring a southern candidate. They shouldn't make the mistake of bringing someone from the south, where the votes are less and where Tinubu has advantages. A northern candidate will win Tinubu. Ayeba Tonye says. Okay. For me, I did not see the ADC coalition working because it's fast becoming obvious that the over-ambitiousness and multiple interests of some members will surely destroy the party. Christian Williams from HA says, Owanete Clinton West, greetings. For me, who flags the presidential flag in ADC is not necessary for now. Let the intake help build the ADC party before talking about who bears the presidential flag. That's from Owanete Clinton West. Okay. Michael says, let your guest and his team keep the engagement going and ignore all distractions from the foot soldiers of those in power. It's the views of our political Nigerians that should catch his ears. Every other view is that of political to foot soldiers bent on sowing hatred in the minds of the people. Well, we are out of time. Thanks for being here. Stay with us.